G'day nerds, Luke here, thank you for watching. Now that I've had a few hours sleep, I'm going to be as diplomatic as possible compared to my last stream that I did where I was extremely unhappy. Look, before I get started, I have been playing Neverwinter this year. It's sometime this year, probably later this year. It'll be 5 years. I've got quite a bit of money invested in this game. I have really enjoyed the game, otherwise I wouldn't spend any money on it. However, I'm really trying hard to refrain from just waiting till mod 17, because mod 16, I'm diplomatic, be diplomatic, I'm not impressed. I don't like it. So let me now look, the new DLC, Undermountain, right? It's fun. It's enjoyable to do. It would be a little bit more enjoyable if the powers and features new system didn't suck. So, look, I'm a huge believer in the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, so the game wasn't broken. It just maybe needed a little bit of class balance, but the game wasn't broken. The classes weren't broken. The powers and the features and everything wasn't broken. Now, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, so the whole power set screen has changed. Okay, like your powers and features are now all under this one tab, powers, and it'll tell you if you're returning. The game will guide you through and give you pop-ups and stuff unless you have them turned off. It'll tell you what's going on. So, view ability score. Okay, here's my level 70. I'm grinding to level 80. By the way, they've got a new level cap, level 80, and you get 2 more points to spend once you get here. Like previously, I'm predominantly spec'd into Constitution, which gives me maximum hit points and more action point gain to activate those dailies. The action point gain activate your dailies, not the maximum hit points. And then stamina regen, which is strength is stamina regen and physical damage boost. So stamina is when you're blocking a target here like this, right? That consumes stamina. And it adds to your rage meter, which was never there before. And then if you just press shift, you just go into blocking like this, where you can still move, but when you press tab, press and hold tab, you can't move. So look, I don't know if I'm going to be using the tab button too much. Look, I don't know if I'm going to, I'm actually getting off topic. I digress. So yeah, at Wills, this is my Guardian fighter, by the way. I had to stop playing my devout cleric or whatever it was that they've changed it to now, because I really just wasn't enjoying it. I didn't understand anything. The descriptions of the stuff were just so diplomatic. The descriptions of your new powers and features for the DC, it just leaves me wishing they hadn't have changed it, and I wish I could actually have the option to go back and accept the old system. But look, I'm checking out I've got 4 level 70s. Why get mad? I've got 4 level 70s, it's fine. I'll find one that I enjoy playing. I know my devoted cleric was my first and very first tune, but whatever. We'll just, you know, first world problems, right? Cleave deals 3-fold attacks to enemies in a cone before you, dealing physical damage. Seems simple enough to understand. Delivers Blazing Slash delivers a 3-fold attack to enemies, dealing physical damage with each hit. So magnitude, I think, is the amount of damage that you hit for. So that's 55. That's 25. Block. Shield bash, at will, guard, deal physical damage to enemies in a line before you. So, okay, let's say you want to equip this, right? So you right click it, move at will slot to whichever key binding you want. So I want it to go to my mouse slot 2 like it was before. Cannot put shield bash into this power slot. But wait, let me deal physical damage to enemies in a line before you. Move at will to slot keybind. You cannot put shield bash into this power slot. Why not? Like, why even have it there? What's the point of it if I can't use it? Like, it's stupid. Guarded Strike. Deal physical damage to enemies. Right, so let's go move to slot 2. You cannot put Guarded Strike into power slot 2. So then let me put something into power slot 1. Okay, so let's go with Brazen Slash. Move to slot 1. Okay, that's perfect. That works. Powers. Let's go. Okay, let's Heavy Slash. Deal physical damage to target enemy. Magnitude 100. Added effect. Increase damage dealt by 5%. Move to slot 2. Why do I have, as a Guardian Fighter, 2 attacking powers for my left click? Right, so here's the first, whichever one this one was, powers. This is Brazen Slash. Right, this is Brazen Slash. Okay, now this is must have a target, right? So when I right click, it then does this Heavy Slash. Why? Why in God's name do I need 2 attacking powers for my encounters? It's so stupid, dude. It's like they're almost going to need to patch it and fix it, because it's just so. I just don't get it, dude. And usually, like previously, I got it perfectly fine, but now with this new. All right, so here's your encounter powers. I'll go through them. Shield Slam. Deal physical damage to enemies in a line in front of you. Knee Breaker, deal physical damage to target enemy. So that one there is obviously an area of effect. Multiple targets. This one here, Knee Breaker, is obviously single target. Bull Charge, lunge at an enemy dealing physical damage. Obviously single target. Shield Throw, deal physical damage to target enemy. Obviously single target. Anvil of Doom, deal physical damage to target enemy. Single target. Commander Strike, deal physical damage to target enemy, magnitude 400. Added effect, increase target's vulnerability to physical damage by 5%. Tremor, deal physical damage to nearby enemies. Yeah, so that's Tremor. Into the Fray, increase the movement speed of self and nearby allies by 20%. Duration 8 seconds. Added effect, instantly restores 100% of your stamina. And then Griffin's Wraith, deal a 3-fold attack to target enemy dealing physical damage each hit. So you get 3 charges of it and hit an enemy 3 charges for a total of 840. Here's your dailies. So I'm actually, you know what? I'll get to the dailies in a minute. So let's focus on these encounters, right? Previously, when you did a build for your encounter powers and your dailies, in the previous mod 15, right? You chose your class features and you chose your features to buff a lot of these encounters, right? And a lot of your dailies. This new system is so just I don't have a word for it. Like, it's just so. Class feature: increase movement speed by 10% whenever your stamina gauge is full. Effect decreases as remaining stamina decreases. Okay, so that doesn't really. It increases my run speed. Vigorous Strikes: increase critical hit rate by 10% whenever your stamina gauge is full. Effect decreases as remaining stamina decreases. So my stamina gauge right now is actually, you know what, let me show you guys. This is my stamina gauge here. No, that's actually guard. That's vengeance. I've got no idea where my stamina gauge is. I mean, what's this? Guard? 100%. So that's blocking. And when we press tab, yes, that's my that is my stamina gauge. Okay, well, I'm glad I've got that sorted out. Block. Raise your shield, absorbing damage from the front of your character up to 50% of your total maximum hit points. Damage taken while blocking depletes your stamina. Damage taken while blocking. Okay, so when you block, right, that's blocking. If I were to be fighting enemies in front of me and they were to be damaging me, that stamina thing would drain. Powers. Tab. Seethe. Seethe with rage behind your shield, absorbing damage from all directions up to 50% of your maximum total hit points. Damage taken while blocking depletes your stamina. Yeah, so, okay, let me do that. Okay, so let me press tab. We press and hold tab. As you can see, my rage is building on the right hand side and my stamina is dropping on the left hand side. Not enough stamina, so therefore I can't do that anymore. That runs out. And then this one here, Vengeance, Mechanic, Paragon. Blocking attacks will now increase your Vengeance gauge. When Vengeance gauge reaches 50%, you will become vengeful and damage dealt will be increased by 10%. Does that mean that when you press shift and just block? Or does that mean when you block with Seethe as well? Because Seethe behind rage... Seethe with rage behind your shield, absorbing damage from all directions, up to damage taken while blocking. So Seethe is blocking. So I mean, does that work for both of them? It doesn't like it's left open for interpretation. I don't really want to interpret things. I want to know. You know, it's so. It's so disappointing. Like, honestly, they need to patch it and they need to redo these descriptions and be a lot more like, I don't want to interpret things, okay? Like, I might be wrong and I might interpret it wrong, and then when I'm doing it, it's fucking useless. Like, it's stupid. It's really stupid, dude. Increase critical hit rate. So I'm going to go back to the class features. Increase critical hit rate by 10% whenever your stamina gauge is full. So my stamina gauge is full right now, so that means my critical hit rate's increased. That's simple enough. I like that. Shielded Talent increases stamina regen. So when your stamina depletes, that one there, obviously that class feature there obviously helps it recharge quicker. Bull Charge no longer knocks targets but deals an additional 200 magnitude damage, increases movement speed by 20% after running for 2 seconds. Feature ends when movement stops. Increase the rate at which stamina is converted. Increase the rate at which stamina is converted into Vengeance while under the effects of Seethe. Steady Vengeance. Whenever you are under the effect of block in combat, your Vengeance gauge will not deplete. Whenever you're under the effect of block, you're... Okay, Enduring Vengeance. Every 10 seconds your Vengeance gauge is above 50%, you gain a stack of Enduring Vengeance, increasing your damage dealt by 1%. This effect may stack up to 5 times. Effect ends when your Vengeance drops below 50. So what I'm reading here, they want you to stack a lot of this Vengeance, okay, but like, I don't really... So when you press tab to go to Seethe, press and hold tab, right, so like, we've only barely just gone above 50% and our stamina, and you can no longer hold it. So I'm not sure they thought this through. I kind of think they might have rushed it, but I just don't get it. Like, it's Weight of Vengeance. Grants Anvil of Doom the effect of dealing additional 300 magnitude damage and consuming 25 Vengeance. No effect if your Vengeance is below 25. So you need to make for Anvil of Doom to work, you need to have your Vengeance gauge above 25% to be able to get that additional 300 magnitude damage, and then it'll consume 25. Here, grants at will attacks a 20% chance that your next heavy slash will deal additional 200 magnitude damage, duration 12 seconds. Grants your at will attacks. So I mean, like, why not just say grants heavy slash? Like, what? I don't. Grants your at will attacks. Well, I mean, heavy slash isn't at will. Like, that's kind of redundant. Grants your at will attacks 20% chance that your next heavy slash will deal See, I'm almost reading that as though you've got to use Brazen Slash or Cleave a different at will to attack, and then when you do that, grants your at will attacks 20% chance that your next heavy slash. Why not just have it like it'd be so much easier. It grants your heavy slash a 20% chance that your next heavy slash will deal additional 200 magnitude. That would be a lot better. Again, left open for interpretation. No one friggin' knows. Prepared Slam. Whenever you're under the effects of heavy slash, your encounter powers deal damage to Whenever you're under the effects of heavy slash, your encounter powers which deal damage to multiple enemies consume the effect of heavy slash to deal an additional 200 magnitude. See, it's almost like a stacking bonus, like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a chaining bonus, but I don't really know. Shield Throw now bounces up to 3 nearby enemies, dealing 30% less damage to the second, 60% to the third, and 70% less damage to the fourth. I mean, some damage is better than no damage, and that's like an area of effect. And then what did I read back here? There was like whenever you're under the effects, increase the rated stamina. Bull Charge no longer knocks back. Here we go. Shielded talent. Oh no, not that one. Whenever you activate encounter or daily, increase the damage dealt. See, combat superiority. Whenever you activate an encounter or daily, increase the damage dealt by your at-will attacks by 10%. See, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. This is silly. You need to be a friggin' rocket science to figure this shit out. Grants Anvil of Doom. An additional 300 magnitude damaging consuming vengeance. Crushing blows. Whenever you attack, see, like, even let's say for example here, Weight of Vengeance grants Anvil of Doom. Let's say I didn't want to use Anvil of Doom, so then this one's already null and void. So it's no point having that. Let's say Heavy Slash grants your at-will attacks 20% chance that your next Heavy Slash will... What happens if I don't want to use Heavy Slash? Well, those two features are already fucking redundant and null and void, aren't they? Stupid. Like, literally, you force me to pick these two features, but I don't want to fucking use them. Like, it's stupid. It's such a stupid fucking system. It's absolutely retarded. I don't even like using that word, right? I only use that word when I'm really pissed off, right? I don't like using that word. I used to work with handicapped people. I actually was for community service when I was younger. That's a different story. I don't like using that word. This system is friggin' like demented. It's stupid. It's literally stupid. It's the worst system I've ever seen. Like, it's just... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, so, whenever you're under the effects of Heavy Slash... Well, I've already said I don't want to use Heavy Slash, so there's that one gone. Shield Throw now bounces up to 3 nearby enemies. Well, what happens if I don't want to fucking use Shield Throw? There's fucking 2 features already useless and null and void. You're literally forcing me to use one of these friggin' first 2 features as my encounter powers. What happens if I don't want to fucking use them? It's stupid. Crushing Blow. Whenever your attack have a chance to deal Crushing Blow, consuming 5 vengeance. Whenever your attacks have a chance to deal a Crushing Blow, consume 5 vengeance to deal additional 100 magnitude. Your chance to deal Crushing Blow is 20% when your armor penetration is equal to your power and decreases the lower your armor penetration. Well, let's take a look at my armor penetration. Here's my power, 40,000. There's my armor penetration, 10,000. Well, there goes that fucking feature. I can't use that. When you critically strike, your vengeance gauge is... Whenever you critically strike, your vengeance gauge is at least 50% full. Whenever you critically strike and your vengeance gauge is at least 50% full, restore 5 vengeance. What happens if I don't have any fucking thing? There goes that one. So already 3 features. Can't use them. Thanks, Cryptic. Awesome. Can't even use the first 3 features. May as well not even select them. Grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2 Striker's Mark. Grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage. If the target is affected by Commander's Strike is removed. Grants Mowdown. What the fuck is Mowdown? Momentum, shield talent, combat superiority, vigorous strikes, greater endurance, heated steady vengeance, enduring vengeance, Griffin's Wraith, into the fray, tremor, commander's strike, anvil of doom, shield throw, bull charge, knee breaker, shield slam. There's no fucking Grants Mowdown. The effect of dealing Striker's Mark. Grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage if the target is affected by Commander's Strike. So now I've got to use Commander's Strike. Where's Commander's Strike? Here it is here. Deal physical damage to target enemy, magnitude 400. Added effect increases a target's vulnerability to physical damage. You know what? Let's go ahead and equip Commander's Strike, because that actually sounds like it might be the first useful fucking feature. Striker's Mark. Grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage if the target is affected by Commander's Strike. The whole sentence, like I'm trying not to lose my shit here, but honestly, the person, get someone that speaks fucking English, right, to do this, because it's backwards. It's fucking stupid. It should say, Commander's Strike now grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage if it's grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 damage magnitude if the it's not even in English. Like, how the fuck are you even meant to understand any of this shit? Grants Earthshaker effect. Grants Earthshaker the effect of applying Land Waster when vengeance gauge is above 90%. Land Waster allows the execution of Shockwave with no action points by activating Earthshaker again. Doing so fully depletes vengeance gauge. Like, where's Earthshaker? There it is right there. Deal physical damage. Let me read that again. Grants Earthshaker the effect of applying Land Waster when vengeance gauge is above 90%. Land Waster effect allows the execution of Shockwave with no action points by activating Earthshaker again. So you technically get to add Earthshaker, which is a daily, twice if you have that equipped. But I'm gonna go with Striker's Mark, because I really want to get to understand this better. So Striker's Mark grants Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage if the target is affected by Commander's Strike. So Commander's Strike, deal physical damage to target enemy. So if I'm in a boss fight and I hit him with Commander's Strike, I've now been granted Mowdown the effect of dealing 2000 magnitude damage if the target is affected by Commander's Strike. Commander's Strike is removed from the target in this case. Dude, this is so stupid. Like, why did you change it? This is retarded, dude. Like, I don't even Enduring Vengeance. Every 10 seconds your vengeance is above 50%. You gain a stack of Enduring Vengeance, increasing your damage dealt. Whenever you activate an encounter power daily, increase the damage of your at-wills by 10% for... this is... dude, I don't even know. Increase stamina regen. Bull charge no longer knocks. So I've equipped Commander's Strike. Deal physical damage to target enemy, heavy slash. Grants Anvil of Doom the effect of dealing additional 30 magnitude and consuming 25 vengeance. So really, for Anvil of Doom to work, you deal physical damage to target enemy. For Anvil of Doom to work, you need a stack of vengeance. Shield throw. Okay, so look, what like, this is stupid, dude. What I'm gonna do is, I've got free retraining, right? So let's just try this out. Commander's Strike. Obviously, I've got the fourth feature there, getting the buff from that. Anvil of Doom, let's lock it in. Grants Anvil of Doom the effect of dealing initial 300 magnitude damage and consuming 25 vengeance. No effective vengeance is below 25. Well, I don't have any fucking vengeance at the minute, so that means that I've got to go in, block targets with Seethe, which grants me vengeance, and then once I do that and I build up my vengeance, I've got to activate Anvil of Doom. So I go, like, let's just try it. Let's lock that in. Choose this feature. Okay, what do we got here? Shield throw now bounces up to 3. Let's choose that because I've got it. And then what's this one here? Whenever you attack, you have a chance to deal crushing blows, consuming 5 vengeance to deal an additional 100 magnitude. Right, so like I've gone with this ricochet here. Okay, let's say I didn't want to use shield throw, but I didn't want to use friggin' blazing or heavy slash. Right, so let's say I wanted to use Griffin's Wraith, deal 3-fold attacks to target enemy, dealing physical damage each hit. Like it's Commander Strike, Anvil of Doom. So literally, let's say now I put Griffin's Wraith in there. So I've got Commander Strike, Anvil of Doom, Griffin's Wraith. 20-second cooldown, Anvil of Doom, and then 15. All right, so let's do this. We've what do we got here? Whenever so I'm going to go with Crushing Blows. Whenever you attack, you have a chance to deal Crushing Blow, consuming 5 vengeance to deal an additional 100 magnitude. Your chance to deal Crushing Blow is 20%. I can't choose that because I don't have fucking armor pen. Whenever you critically strike, your vengeance gauge. Whenever you critically strike and your vengeance gauge is at least 50% full, restore 5 vengeance. We're going to have to choose that. Unless I build up my armor penetration to 40,000. Oh my god, dude. We've got free retraining, dude. Let's just lock that in. Let's lock that in. So this is going to be about vengeance. So we've gone for weighted vengeance, ricochet, rolling hatred whenever you critically strike in your vengeance, and then we've gone grants mow down the effect when we activate Commander Strike. So you know what? Let's delivers 3-fold attacks. Throw a shield bouncing up to. Let's equip that shield again. Physical damage to target enemy magnitude increases target's vulnerability to physical damage. Enhanced magnitude. Deal physical damage to the target. Alright, let's just try it. Deal projectile damage. No, let's not do that one. Let's delivers 3-fold attacks dealing physical damage. So we want physical damage. And then what was I reading? Increase critical hits whenever your stamina gauge is full. Effect decreases. See, it's pointless going vigorous strikes to increase my critical hit rate whenever your stamina gauge is full, because we want rage built. We don't want stamina, we want rage to activate Anvil of Doom. This is stupid, dude. This is so stupid. This is embarrassing how stupid this is. Combat superiority. When you activate an encounter or daily, increase the damage dealt by your at-wills. Okay, so we've got that. Let's choose that because I don't want Earthshaker as my daily. I don't want that. What's this here? Determination dispels and grants immunity to most control effects, increases damage dealt by 10%. That sounds good. Let's go with that. And then what do we got here? Shockwave. Deal physical damage to enemies in a line in front of you. Added effects, knockback magnitude. What was this one here? Grants Earthshaker. Shockwave. Grants Earthshaker the effect of applying Land Waster when the vengeance gauge is above 90%. Land Waster effect allows the execution of Shockwave. Land Waster effects allows the execution of Shockwave with no action points by activating Earthshaker again. What was it? What was this one? That's Shockwave. Allows the execution of Shockwave with no action points by activating Earthshaker again. Well, that's Shockwave right there, but this is Earthshaker. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it literally, who wrote this? I really would love to meet the person who wrote this. Because it's spastic. Heated Vengeance. Increase the rate at which stamina is converted into vengeance while under the effects of Seethe. Increase the rate at which... Okay, so let's go with that then, because we obviously... Great Endurance increase... Yep, we don't need that. Let's go with this. So we've got Heated Vengeance. Increase the rate at which stamina is converted into vengeance while under the effects of Seethe. And then... Combat Superiority. Whenever you activate an encounter or daily power, increase the damage dealt by your at-will attacks. So really, when I go and fight these next enemies and activate Determination, which is a daily, for 10 seconds... Wait, what is this? Dispels and grants immunity to most control effects and increases damage dealt by 10%. Duration 10 seconds. Well, I mean, that's if I activate a daily with what this just said... Whenever you activate an encounter or daily power, increase the damage dealt by your at-will attacks by 10% for 10 seconds. Well, I mean, if this lasts for 10 seconds and that lasts for 10 seconds, it's kind of null and void. This is honestly, like, this is next level stupid. Oh, it's stupid. Let's put Earthshaker in there. Alright, and what's this one here? Increase your maximum hit points by 20%. Restore the amount of increased and recover a portion of damage dealt. Increase your maximum hit points by 20%. Restore the amount increased. Restore the amount increased. And recover a portion of damage dealt by most attacks as hit points. 10 seconds. Deal physical damage by nearby... Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's just go. Okay, so... Here we are. Right, we've got some enemies here. Let's... Activate Seethe. I'm blocking... No, it's run out. So, it's okay. So, I've got Rage. Greater than 50%. Anvil of Doom. No, that was Commander Strike. Okay, there we go. There's Anvil of Doom. Okay, I missed him because he dodged. Like, it's so underwhelming, dude. What happened to Swordmaster? Like like when you had Swordmaster. All right, let me activate this other one. I'm just sitting here and I'm so bored. Like, this is just... It's not even fun. And gaming's meant to be fun. Like, this is just stupid. Okay, so I activated that daily. Oh yes, got to use my encounter powers. So whenever I activate a daily or an encounter, it increases... Like, I don't even know what to do. This is... Okay, so I blocked a target. Got low health. I'm almost at low health again. And I'm fucking dead. This is stupid, dude. This is so stupid. Like, it's literally... It's the fucking worst mod I've ever seen in 5 years. It's literally... Fuck. I'm done. I can't stand this shit.